Hey guys, Sophia here for My Great Challenge. Welcome back to my channel. This is not really Declutter with me. This is the aftermath of Declutter with me. I'm still decluttering. You saw in the last video that I have pulled out quite a large amount of nonsense out of the basement, and you know, I was exhausted yesterday, so I said I'm done. It was almost 8 o'clock basically when I left the basement. You know, we had dinner and whatnot, and then this morning I came downstairs and I started filming for Patreon and you know, other stuff, and I'm looking at this pile and I'm thinking, you know, I was supposed to do a third video for the week that was completely unrelated. I was going to do a product review. And I thought, this is going to be here for an entire week, like literally, until I address it next weekend. And I want to move on with my life. I want to move on with the things that I'm doing in this house, with my Declutter With Me series. And I just can't keep this stuff here for an entire week. So today I'm going to empty it out and do maybe a little bit more declutter in that zone over there, or in the basement in general. I'm making changes. I don't know if you've noticed, some of you have and mentioned it, that compared to previous years my declutters are more substantial and I'm making good decisions, and I am giving or providing a good reason as to why I want to keep something, or same thing for why I want to let go of something. And it's been much easier, I have to say. And again, it's a process and it's a learning experience, but it's very important for me to share my journey with decluttering with you this year, because I really believe that it's inspiring to a lot of people. Some of you reach out to me and tell me all the time that you cannot get to the level that I'm at. And I'm telling you, I used to be that. I used to be that level where I wasn't able to declutter much. Or if I was decluttering something, it was really something that didn't matter whether I had it or not. But things that I like, once there is that like factor attached to it, forget it. That it would be agonizing. And I'm still like that in some areas. But for the most part, I think that I'm making very good progress, and I'm satisfied with the progress that I'm making, and I'm satisfied with where I am in this journey. So this year I really want to declutter and reorganize the entire house, and I really mean it, the entire house. The third floor, my bedroom, doesn't need it because the bedroom was just redone, and what I have in there is just perfect right now. I don't need to declutter anything. Bathroom probably will do another round of declutter, but that's, you know, an ongoing for everybody else. But I really want to address every room in the house. And by the way, I mentioned last week that I was going to do the kids' bedroom off camera, and I did Edward's room. Edward's room, we let go of maybe 30 to 40% of what was in there. Lots of boxes of books and lots of bags of stuff, lots of clothes, papers, so much stuff we let go of. And this week I'm doing Willie ahead of he's leaving for Disney the week after that. So that way, when I'm doing his room and doing the makeover in his bedroom, I don't have to worry about bringing back stuff that I know should have been decluttered. So that's how I do things in stages, right? I know that it doesn't appear to be, but there's some thinking going on here. Once in a while, preparation and, you know, strategizing happens. Okay, so it's very important for me to share my journey as a way of not only documenting it, to show progress over the years, but also to inspire others. And one thing that I know I've done, and again, this is really introspection and me thinking about how I process things. One thing I've done in the past is that I would clean an area, or I would declutter an area, and the stuff that I decluttered would just stay there. It wouldn't get back to where it was decluttered from, but it would just stay there. And then you end up seeing me on videos decluttering an area, and pop comes a basket that has stuff that was decluttered from another area and was brought to there, and I just didn't finish the job. And I'm trying to be better at this, and I'm trying to make a conscious effort to finishing something and completing something. And if it takes me several tries, I'm okay with it. But ultimately, it's the development of habits that I am trying to form. Little by little, again, as a process in increment, but I have to do it. I have to just look at this pile and say, it's not fair to me to walk down the stairs and see this pile of junk still here after a week. It's not fair to anybody else who lives with me. And quite frankly, I need my space to be cleared because I plan on processing more Etsy stuff, and I can't do it with this over there. So today we're gonna empty out this corner. I'm gonna put everything on the side of the house because it's not ready to go to the curb yet. It's not my curb day yet. But when it will be curb day, definitely all of it is going onto the curb. My goal today is to empty out that corner and be in that corner and look at what I have in there and maybe declutter some more. Maybe. I'm making no promise because this is not the goal today. So let me show you what I'm talking about and I'll get started. It's probably going to be short. I'm just here to document progress and inspire you to make changes. If you're like me, again, you declutter and you have a basket that goes for donation, and that basket for donation stays there for 2 years. It gets pushed to the side and totally avoid, the job's not complete. So let's be better in our processes and let's complete the jobs. So this is what I'm talking about. This is all the stuff from yesterday. Let me move out a little bit. Okay. So you notice that the cards are gone. Okay. The big tub that was underneath there. All of the baseball cards are gone. The one that I'm bringing to my coworker is upstairs already. I got to bring it tomorrow. I got to empty out all of this and take it outside, including the books. The books have to go to the little library. It's actually not raining or snowing today, so I'm going to put them in now. I don't think they all fit. Edward actually has a box upstairs of books that he decluttered that also are destined to go to the little library. I can't fit everything, so it's going to have to go in increment. But all of this has got to go. All of this. And then what I'll do is that I'll go over to this area here on top. And I'll do some decluttering there, and maybe not inside the cabinet, but maybe on the tops. I'll do decluttering there. Okay, so let's get started. My first order of business is actually to pull out the good shelves that I'm going to keep and use for the boiler room as shelving, and then everything else can go. Okay, it feels much better. It feels much better. I don't want to walk around it because it's still wet. It's water and bleach, same thing I did yesterday. These baskets, when I come back, I'm going to put them up for sale. We'll see what happens. And then I'll tackle the top shelf over there. But yeah, I didn't die in the process. It's done. So, mission accomplished and progress. Alright, I'm making progress. Okay, back in business. I have 1, 2, and 3 baskets. So what I'm gonna do is take a picture of all 3, and I'm gonna sell them individually, but I'll put them in one lot. That's what I'll do. Measure them, do the posting, and then I'll put them in the cold room while I wait. And then again, in 2 weeks, I'll give it 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, if it doesn't sell, spring is coming, so people may want to start doing like baskets and stuff for Easter. They'll go back on the street. If I was to keep any of them, I would keep the large one, but I have 0 use for it. So let's be honest with ourselves. No use for it. It's gotta go. So all of that stuff is in the cold room. Again, no buyer. Get it out of the house. I'm not dealing with it anymore. Seriously, I am not dealing with this stuff anymore. Okay. Over here, what do we have? Well, yeah. Quilting books. Sewing Made Easy. This is actually really cool. Somebody sent that to me. This is really cool. Keeping that. Vintage Notion. Somebody sent that to me too. And that's really cool. So I'm keeping that. Okay. I have so many quilting books. The reality is that I only have one life. And some of them are super vintage and like not my style. You know, like, I mean, nothing wrong with Country Kitchen or anything like that, but it's just not my style. I'm gonna let go of this one. Oh, this I'm keeping. This is cool because this is stitching for actual quilting. Okay. Alright, quilting magazines. That can go. Plaid and stripes. That can go. Oh my goodness, Stash Buster. These are so old. It's like, it's a different style now, the quilting, you know? This is not my style. That can go. Christmas quilts and more. That can go. I'm on a roll. Merrymakers. Moda. Now this is way more like now in terms of style. Okay, I'm keeping. So I'm letting go of all of this. That's gonna go to donate. Now, the Barbies. Let's address the Barbies. So years ago, I found a lot on the street of Barbies with their box and a bunch of clothes. Turns out the 1962 bubble cut Barbie with Midge and Skipper, and all the clothes are in there. The Barbie itself has really bad green ear. Okay, you see it? All right. So the Barbie is 1963. Midge, which I actually like better. Midge doesn't have any green ear or anything, and Midge is same year. All right, so I have clothes for them. And then Skipper is really cool, except that somebody cut her hair, but whatever. Okay, and then there's the box, and the box got a ton of stuff. Let me show you. So it's really cool if you're into that stuff. It's got all of the you know, things here, and then it's got bride, whole bunch of outfits, and I did do a little bit of research. These coats, these clothes with the actual label from Mattel are made in Japan, and they were actually pretty expensive. People will pay a certain amount of money for them. Same thing with this hat. Same thing with, oh, look at this, this is so cool. But it's all damaged, all right, because I found it on the street again. Collectors look at the pressure buttons, and they're looking for specific ones. So anyway, so collectors are looking for specific items. They're looking for specific clothing. They have to have that tag in it because that means that they're original. They're from Japan. They're looking for things like nail polish. Is it still on? I did a little bit of research. Okay, so the bottom line is this. I had this idea, again, grandiose, right? That I was gonna go ahead and repair them because there's a way of removing the green ear, you know, to a certain extent. I like you much better like this. Okay. That I was gonna remove the green ear and wash them, wash all the clothes, iron them, make it really nice, and sell them as a lot and sell them for X amount of money, because the Barbie itself, the 62 Barbie, the bubble cut one, is, you know, once it's nice and looks brand new, you can actually get something like $200, $400 for it. Just the Barbie alone, not the clothes. The clothes, some people are paying up to $60, you know, for an original dress like this with the outfit. It's crazy. It's totally not my world. I really don't know much about it. I did have a Barbie doll when I was a little girl. That was the Bride Barbie. I think that was the one from 1980 or 1981, you know. And so I played with that, but I don't even know what happened to it. It's just, dolls are not my thing, okay? And I know there's a lot of women who collect dolls, and to be honest, out of the two, I prefer Midge. But so I had this grandiose idea that I was gonna clean the whole thing, repair the clothes, fix her face, you name it, right? The reality is, you know where I'm going with this, right? The reality is that, number one, I don't know what I'm doing because I've never done it. That's not my thing, okay? Two, because I really don't care about dolls, chances are I'm probably going to do not even a good job. So I may actually ruin them. 3, when do I have the time to do any of this silly stuff? Like I'm just looking here and I have 3 quilts I'm supposed to finish. 3 quilt tops. Okay, the one that Paige sent me, the one that's my second quilt I ever made, the one that's a table topper with the storm thing, and then I have patterns, I have fabrics, I have a whole bunch of stuff, projects that I want to do. When am I going to sit down and actually attend to dolls I don't care about, I found on the street, they're not mine? So, since they've been here collecting dust for, I'm going to say 5 years, if not more, okay? Today, they're going on the Facebook Marketplace. I know I could sell them on eBay. I get that. But I don't care. And some people are going to be like, oh my God, I would buy them. I wish you know, live closer. I would come and pick them up. Guys, I'm putting it on the Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to sell the lot and I'm going to ask for $200. And I'm going to do 200 or best offer. How about that? So I'm just going to display them. I'm going to flatten the clothes. I'm not washing anything. It comes with the original case that still has the drawers, that still has the hangers. $200, I think, is reasonable. And then a collector who is missing certain items of clothing, like this piece of dress right here with the POMPTON, right? Collectors, I'm telling you, they don't care. They don't care. They will pay the price if that's what they're missing. Okay? So let me do that. I will brush them, you know, remove the dust and do something. But let's look at the can box here. And what I'm trying to tell you here is that sometimes you just gotta be honest, you know. Am I really going to do it? No, I'm not. I am not going to do anything about these guys. Okay, so Ken is not Ken. It's actually Dr. Kildare, okay? So we're gonna sell Dr. Kildare for, I don't know, $10 on his own. Okay, but Ken, I have, again, the carrying case, and I have his clothes, including the very famous trench coat, Ken by Mattel. Okay, so I got the trench coat, I got a sweater that needs repair, I have the robe, right, with the super duper sexy underwear. Okay, so I have that. I have the shorts, okay, and that's too busted. I guess that's the shirt that goes with the shorts. I can't sell that, that's garbage. Okay. Oh, the map, because he gets lost. And he's going to the Gulf of Mexico. Okay, so he's keeping that. I have a pennant. And what appears to be gloves that are literally petrified. Oh, wait, what's that? That looks like... These are Ken's winter socks or winter boots. My man Ken, super sexy, right? Okay, so we're gonna do that. Let me get a sponge and stuff. We're gonna wash everything. You know, I wonder if I should put them on Etsy instead. I think that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna put you on Etsy. It's on Etsy. I finally did it. I finally put it up for how many years? All right, so I'm asking for $250. We'll see what happens. Only because the doll itself, once restored, you can get it for $395, $400. And I've got 3 dolls and clothes and the case. And the case is in good shape. Most of those cases, when you get them, the cardboard drawers are garbage. We'll see what happens. I think it's a good deal for a collector. It's not my thing. I don't know. I don't know if tell me down below. Am I overpriced? I really don't know. This is like, you know, I know some of you think I'm a know-it-all, but I really don't. There's some stuff I just no clue, because that's not something that I come across very often, and I didn't really have dolls like that. So I'm moving on to Ken. And then we're gonna finish the decluttering in here because I gotta go edit. I just put Kildare up for sale. So, you saw what I did here. I just put a paper over here. I know that the last time when I put my quilts here, I had a lot of comments about the window, the sun. There's absolutely no sun. We're in the basement. Any sun is totally blocked by the house on the other side. So there's no sun. They're perfectly fine here. But I do want to cover them with paper. The last item I'm going to declutter today is an absolute shocker. At least to me. This is a mink cap that used to belong to Grandma. But it's kind of stupid looking, isn't it? It doesn't have a label, and it's damaged. So it's just shaved mink. Yeah, and I mean, what am I gonna do with this? I haven't worn it in years. It's damaged. I'm gonna let it go. So today, all of this is decluttered, and I finally put all the dolls up for sale. Finally. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. And I kind of like cleaned up. I mean, you can tell this is looking a little bit better. The bottom line is, you know, sometimes it just clicks. With regards to the decluttering, it doesn't click for everybody within the same timeline. I'm telling you, it's like I've been watching those dolls on that shelf for so long now, and they're cool, but you know what? It's the kind of stuff that's cool at other people's houses. It's just not me. It's just not me. You gotta know who you are. It's not my stuff, okay? And I know they're cool. If they were clean and restored, having them in a curio would be cool, but they're not even my dolls. So it's not that I have an aversion towards dolls. It's just that they never interested me. Like I said, when I was a kid, I had the Barbie doll, the bride. That was the only doll that I had. And I don't think my brother, he didn't even have action figures. My sister was the one who has dolls and still has the dolls and does all sorts of things with the dolls, doll's house, you name it. It's just not my thing, okay? And I think that's the reason why I haven't done anything with them. Like if it had been my thing, I would have made a whole production out of me restoring the doll, washing its hair, cleaning the clothes. Like really, I would have done a whole YouTube series, and in 5 years, I'm just looking at them and I'm like, ugh. Yeah, so they're up for sale. Somebody might buy them. I'll see if, within a month, because it's Etsy, there's a lot of competition. Within a month, if they don't sell and nobody has them in the cart, or I don't get questions about them, I'll lower the price. The can, I put it for $60, and again, it's because of the trench coat. Like the trench coat, a lot of people want it. And then the Kildare, I think I put it for 30 bucks. Something like that. 2 of them sold for $195. Like, you can see who sold what, and it sold for $195. Again, I don't want it to be in my shop for 6 years, you know. I just want to sell them. I just want them out of my life. No aversion. It's time to move my stuff out of here. Sometimes a declutter is just that, a quick declutter. Sometimes it's one that involves more. Like today I had to stage and take pictures and you know whatnot. It's a journey and I'm gonna stick to it. I have the entire year, the whole house. So if you like those decluttering videos and you find them inspiring, thumbs up, share if you know someone who needs a little boost in the decluttering journey. And then you can subscribe right here in the corner. Click that bell button so you get notified whenever I post a new video. And well, the Esty Shop, if you're interested in Dr. Kildare, original 1960s in its scrubs with the name tag, in really good condition considering. He just needs to get washed, you know. Can clothes, including the trench coat and the Barbie Doll Lot. It's on Etsy, already live. Frenchie and Tubby on Etsy. The link is down below. Channel merch, My Great Challenge gift, also on Etsy. And if you want more of this stuff, but on a more intimate level, including the family and a personalized channel with exclusive content, you can choose to support my Patreon at patreon.com/mygreatchallenge. I will talk to you later. See you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.